way that you can speed up your healing is you get only people that are established in an understanding of this and know how to fight this, and you get them to surround you. And I know this because I know Brother Hagin had a group of people in his church, the intercessors, that he would announce, like when he was saying, okay, prayer meetings Monday night, so to say it's Monday night, and he had Sunday night, he'd say, okay, make sure you turn in your prayer requests for the intercessors. But it got to the place where he had to announce to the congregation, he said, listen, be sure this is what you want, because you're going to get it. Because they would get everything that was on that list. Okay, so he had taught these people to operate these intercessors, and he said it. I mean, I heard him tell us this. He said he would tell his congregation, you better be sure you want this if you turn it in, because you're going to get it. In other words, they didn't take no, they went after it. And that changed me. And then when I had my experience and I saw heaven, I saw that it's never impossible, that there always is a way, there's a pathway to healing. And so I turned myself in. I said, Lord, listen, I'm just going to turn myself in. I'm not going to blame you for this. This is my fault. But, what are we going to do about it? Like, what are we going to do? How am I walking out of this? And then he showed me immediately, and I've told Kathy, I was like, the Lord said I'm dehydrated. And then he would give us instruction. And we just fought that thing. And so we don't get these things. But I thought it's to be transparent. I want everybody to know that it's not that there's not a struggle. It's just we just don't get sick because we just don't allow it to happen. But we don't I never say, I think I'm coming down with something. It's like, the only thing I'm coming down with is a healing. I'm not coming down with, and I don't say, some of my relatives and stuff would say, they would claim, they would say my cancer or my diabetes or whatever. And I'm like, it's not yours. It's not yours, that the devil put that on you, and so anyway, I'm never going to back off of this. The healing to me is turning yourself in and getting on the pathway to healing, which will involve all the different ways. So in heaven, I saw that you can kind of like go throw it to randomness and hope that the doctors find out what's going on, and you can go that route, or you can just turn yourself in and say, Lord, because this is what I would say, Lord, I said, I know you're not able to talk to me. You have no idea. Up until recently, I prayed that prayer all the time. I know you have stuff you want to get over to me, and you can't somehow get to me. I said, so I give you permission to overthrow me and tell me what I need. Why am I being so stupid? I would tell him, I said, obviously this happened and it's not your fault, but obviously there's a communication problem here, because you would not have let this happen, but it happened. And so I turn myself in. I say, listen, I'm hard-headed in this area. I need you to talk to me. And he has always been loving and healed me. I've seen so much healing in the last few years, and I didn't have hands laid on me or anything. God healed me without any contact from anybody. That nobody could claim that it was their prayer or and this is how I do it. I go, Lord, you know what? I can die and come to you, or I could stay here and beat the living daylights out of the devil one more day. So I'm just turning myself in. This is not of you, and I'm seeing healing. I'm seeing myself being healed. So this is what I would teach people, that in heaven there is no sickness, and heaven is inside of you. So let's go ahead and start to allow God to quicken our mortal bodies with that Zoe life, with that power of the life of God. Jesus literally has pointed to me and told me things, and that was it. And I'm like, I wish it was like this all the time. Like, I didn't even get to pray. He just pointed and he said, okay. Like today, he said something to me. And I've been praying about this for several months. And I said, Lord, I know it's coming. And he just said, it's done. And so that just happened before I got here. But it took months of just saying, Lord, what are we going to do about this?
Yeah.
And he goes, and what it usually ends up being is, that's mine anyway. That's what he says. Like if it has something to do with something, he goes, well, that's mine anyway. You gave that to me. So it's done.